How you doing, everybody? Nick DiVirgilio here, and today's video is about these pearl steel tongue drums. If you don't know what tongue drums are, they're part of the idiophone family, and those are drums that you strike and vibrate. So anything like a marimba, a xylophone, a pan drum, reggae music pan drum, hang drums, and obviously tongue drums right here, those are part of the idiophone family, and they're really fun to play. You can get really creative with it, and you can also, if you're a percussionist, it's a way to get into the melodic side of drumming. So let's get into the details of these beautiful drums right now. As you can tell by the camera shot here, there's 6 models that Pearl made. They're part of the Awakening series, and they have 6 different scales. And I'll go through each of them really quickly for you right now. The blue one right here is the G major scale. I'll play all the notes. By the way, every drum comes with a little card to tell you exactly where the notes are placed on the drum and what the scale is. So that helps, especially if you're going to get multiple ones of these particular drums. This next one is a really cool one. It's the Akebono Scale. If you don't know what the Akebono Scale is, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's a Japanese scale, and here are the notes in this one. All of the other instruments are resonating at the same time here. Next down the line is the A minor. Here we go. Play these notes. Very beautiful sound. Now I'm going to go to the drums down here. These 3, there's 2 different versions. The ones that I just played you are 8 notes. There's nothing in the center. And the ones down here are 9 notes. You have a big tongue right in the middle of the drum. The first one I'm going to start here at the bottom is the C major scale. And these drums down here, you can really start to hear the scales like in your normal sort of way. So I'll play the C major scale on the red one right here. And they put the G note in the center here. In fact, all 3 of these drums have G in the center. All right. Second one here is the C Lydian Scale. Lydian is a mode in music. You got to study your music theory here if you want to understand all these scales in detail. But in C Lydian, you're going to have an F sharp thrown in, and you'll hear the difference right here. The F sharp is this tongue right here. With the G in the center. It's a really gorgeous sound. And finally, last but not least here, is the C Akebono Scale. And this one is great because if you heard the play-in music that I did at the top of this video, you can really just sort of switch gears and go to some minor feels and minor sounds along with all the major stuff. It's a lot of fun and very creative. Here we go. So this is the C Akebono. G in the middle. Again, really beautiful sounding drums, all kinds of tonal options and note options, so you can really play anything if you get multiple drums. If you do just get one, you can get equally creative with just one drum. I'm going to take a quick second here and talk about what these drums are used for and what can you use these drums for. Well, if you're into world music at all, of course, these are perfect for that. But these would make a great addition to any house of worship setting as well. get creative and get some new arrangements of your worship songs, these would be perfect. Very beautiful tones to put in there. They're not too loud. They have a nice, pleasant tone, and you can get pretty much any note you need out of these drums. So now let's get into the details of how these drums are manufactured and made. They're all made out of hardened steel, and all of the tongues are laser cut, so they can get real precise with the notes on these drums, and they're very consistent from drum to drum. That's why when I play the G on these 3 drums at the bottom, it's exactly the same. The A on these 3 drums on top is exactly the same. It's a very high quality build here, and again, these cuts are very precise, so the notes are perfect every time. On the bottom of every drum are 3 rubber feet, so you can place it on the floor, on a table like this. It's going to stay in place and not move around. All the drums come with a protective lacquer finish, so they stay nice and shiny, protect against the scratches and scuffs. You'll notice that when you play them with the mallets, you'll see little marks on the drum, but they will easily wipe off with a towel, so you won't keep those marks on the drums for very long. And what I forgot to mention earlier in the video, you can also play these drums with your hands. Okay, you got a great, cool tone if you play them, especially with the side of your thumbs. You get a nice little snap out of the sound as opposed to the mellow sound you get with the mallets. So let me demonstrate that very quickly here. Just a nice option of texture as opposed to the mallets. So I encourage you to get creative with these tones, get creative with these drums, and bring in some melodic sounds to your percussion playing. Again, great for house of worship settings, great for the studio. Just get creative, very mellow sounding instrument. They're beautiful, very well made, and they're very affordable as well. So if you want any more information about any of these Pearl Awakening Series tongue drums, just contact your Sweetwater sales engineer, and thanks a lot for watching this video.